Hi everyone, welcome to Good Morning Toowoomba, the Saturday special with Ben Apsey and...
I'm Daryl Nicholson, feeling happy in Toowoomba, Queensland. You can see that on our Facebook thing there.
Are we happy?
Well, I'm happy, mate. It's Saturday, and I do love working Saturdays. It's worth a bit more money, and it's a bit more activity, so I'm looking forward to it. So just doing this quick go live before I have to dash off to work, and Ben's... Don't forget, Carnival's wrapping up. Get into the CBD. Get into Travel Mugs. We had live entertainment here last weekend. That worked quite well, but none this weekend. But lots of things happening.
If you're a performer and you want to come down and play some music in front of the shop, you're more than welcome. If you want somewhere to do it, it's a safe place. I'll give you a free coffee if you come down and play your guitar for half an hour.
Yeah, do that. So if you want to do that, come on down. Mate, the Virgin landed an A330 yesterday.
Two of them.
There was two.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's...
I was going to say two.
They're for long-term storage.
Yep.
And maintenance, so a few jobs created out of it, which is really good for our region. So.
Excellent. And again, just coming back, it is Saturday the 26th. We had a low of 3. I had to pull the doona up last night. It was a bit chilly. It was a low of 3, and we're going to have a high of 20 today. Currently it's 11 degrees, but that wind is certainly making it feel less than 11 degrees, mate. It's colder than that. It feels colder. Mate, the Chronicle put... This cracks me up. The Chronicle put a photograph of 3 people to be aware of and you should not approach. It's relating to vandalism and shoplifting and a few other things, but the photos are in the Chronicle. But when
they're all the same person?
Well, no, it's funny because they've got 3 photos of each of the person, right? But when they've got the story, you can't get behind the paywall unless you pay for it. And someone said, "Dumb Chronicle," they put the same photo of the same guy wearing the same T-shirt. But there is 3 people, and I can tell you what. Walking down the CBD, and I dropped that cup of tea down there one morning, that fellow, and I won't describe him, but calling out to me from the other side of the street, and people walking around talking to themselves. There's a lot of people in Toowoomba you shouldn't approach. Just be wary of some... No, seriously, just be wary of some of these people. I see them at night, and they're a bit of a worry, so just sometimes put the blinkers on and walk past them, mate. But that was a funny one.
Speaking of blinkers, Wheatwood Day.
Yeah, I've got Wheatwood on the thing here today, so yeah, I haven't been to Wheatwood...
No, I haven't been to Wheatwood.
Oh,
just
really?
Full stop.
Well, it's different now to what it used to be, mate.
Yeah, well, that's why I never went, because it was always notoriously it was a piss up.
It was a drunken fiasco, and then liquor licensing got involved, and they have tidied it up, mate. But traditionally, it was not.
I think once it became part. Yeah, see, that's when it used to be the show holiday. Once it became part of the winter racing carnival. Well, the calendar for the winter racing, and it was usually the start of the winter racing. Well, they've had to push it back this year, haven't they? Well, or is it the end of the winter?
They deliberately moved it to coincide with Carnival, which is annoying.
Yeah.
It used to be away from Carnival. There's too much on in Carnival. Well, there wasn't that much this year, but traditionally...
Having it this year is good. Council didn't want to do it.
They did it last year when the polo was on, which killed the polo. You know, the events group had the polo in the park, and then Wheatwood fell, and it killed it, and that's a shame. But anyhow, will we ever get back to those sort of days of crowds at race courses and football grounds? And
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah, so do I. Mate, McDonald's and Hungry Jack's are in a bun fight, pardon the pun, over the Big Jack. Now, McDonald's said they can't call it. Now, what's to stop you opening a burger place and calling it Big Ben? Do you think London are going to stop you from calling it a Big Ben burger?
Well, I mean, if it looked like the tower, then probably. But it's really interesting. If you actually look over into the EU, they've had a similar court case over there, McDonald's versus... there was a private company...
I've eaten there, yeah.
That existed prior to it, and they lost. Big Mac lost, and they weren't allowed to call it the Big Mac anymore.
Oh, right, okay.
So Burger King over in that point called their burger the Big Mac.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
And this was probably only about 12 months, 18 months ago, I'm sure.
Oh, gee, there you go. So it's going to be interesting to see how that comes out. That's still in court between... And what Hungry Jack's are saying, that they're naming it after their founder. His name was Jack. That's Big Jack. And they put the 2 burgers side by side. Look pretty similar, mate.
That special sauce.
Oh, yeah, the McDonald's sauce is the best, though.
Sauce is bad.
They used to bottle that sauce up and you could buy it and take it home. It was really cool.
Only sauce that's good is Diane sauce on a steak. The rest of it can just...
Yeah, I love Diane
bucker off.
Sauce. Yeah. Toowoomba Sports Club is opening on Tuesday, 10 o'clock.
So the official opening.
It's official now. I can officially say it is opening. You need to get down there and check it out. The Cantina and the Great Western Lounge and whole couple of new areas there, so it's going to be really exciting. So 10 a.m. it opens on Tuesday.
Have we been sent an official invite to the ceremony? Or?
They're doing something upstairs, mate. I'll tell you about it off air. So yeah, mate, the carnival's wrapping up as we were saying. So thanks to everyone for coming up. There's been a lot of people in town, and certainly a lot of traction yesterday in town. You said you had a good day.
It was packed yesterday in town, and we had a great day yesterday. We had a great show yesterday without you, Daryl. I enjoyed a good show. I enjoyed talking to my reflection.
I think you should do more of it, and
maybe it's a way of me venting my political frustrations.
Ben's view.
Ben's bombshells?
I don't know. That's a bit too aggressive. The farmers' markets is on today under the windmills at Cobb and Co. Wheatwood today, as you said. Tomorrow, normally the Queen's Park market's the third week
and the
of the month, but it's on tomorrow.
Yeah, and the Night at the Museum event was on last night.
I saw that.
I've seen quite a fair few snaps that were taken around. That event looked really, really cool.
Yes,
so
okay.
Looks like it was a great night for the Toowoomba Hospital Foundation.
Excellent. There. So get down to the Queen's Park markets tomorrow. And PCYC markets are on at the PCYC. Okay, let's wrap up the top 100, mate. Have you seen the list? I told you a few of them, I think. So, in number 10, media personality, now with Tisby as the CEO, Ali Davenport.
Yeah, CEO at Toowoomba and Strat Basin Enterprise.
Yeah. Number 9 is the beautiful Shirley Ann Gardner. She's the executive director of the Toowoomba Hospital. I've sat in a few meetings with her. She's doing some great work at the Toowoomba Base Hospital. The numbers she was saying with maternity and with accidents and people presenting to emergency department up there is quite
and
amazing.
Hopefully
she's doing a great job.
The champion for moving to the new premises.
Yeah, I think she's working on that project as well.
So,
number 8, Gary Gardner, the executive chairman of FXG Group.
FXG
Group, yeah. Yep.
Not FKG.
No. It said FXG in the Chronicle, unless it's a typo, but yeah, that's what I've got written down there.
But FKG sounds right.
Okay. Number 7, Kerry Beatros, absolutely great gentleman, been the chairman of the Heritage Bank since 2012, but a director since 1991. So
he has been a director of that company as long as I have been alive.
Exactly. He's been around a long time. Number 6 is the amazing philanthropist Clive Berghofer. In 2019, he hit the rich list with $344 million. And I was on the bus ride of a lifetime last year, I think we went. Yeah, it was. And he was sitting behind us, and he was telling us that Bill Clinton was in the helicopter flying around Brisbane. He goes, "Who is this Clive Berghofer that's written on the side of the hospital? I'd have to meet this gentleman." And I think they did catch up, but certainly a name that is famous around our region and gives money for cancer and other things as well. Lots of things, Broncos, medical research, just amazing man. Number 5, Dr. John McVeigh. The Chronicle did write at the time they assigned the list, John hadn't resigned. I don't think that should really matter anyhow, but John has done. He has
been a fairly big influence across the city. Unfortunately, he has now caused
another by-election.
3 by-elections at 3 different levels of government.
That's the truth.
Which this one is a little bit unavoidable.
Of course, yeah.
With him needing to take care of his sick wife, and all to him. He really needs to take that time. Yep. Go away on a holiday with her. Spend some really good quality time. Get out and about, and there's no need to be involved. You've served. You've done your dues. I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame him for saying, "That's it. I'm resigned. I'm going away with Anita to spend some quality time with her."
Definitely.
And just dropping off the face of the earth for 6 months, you know?
Mate, you said it beautifully yesterday with the passing of Dean Jones. And Dean Jones, when I woke up and heard the news, I thought, here I am at 56, I'm going to go and get a full checkup because I don't want to leave this planet at 59.
Well, I'm almost 30. And that's when you should start going. Every 12 months, go get a health check.
Yep, I've got to do that bowel thing too.
Oh, don't talk to me about that.
Back to the list. Number 4, Geraldine McKenzie. She's the USQ Vice Chancellor doing some great work out there. Never met Geraldine, but USQ certainly from the
top
USQ
three.
Toowoomba to
Top
the world.
3,
You predicted this.
I did.
Here we go.
It's not us.
After getting bowel cancer himself, Mr. John Wagner created It's a Blokes thing, which has raised millions and millions of dollars for bowel cancer, and he's the chairman of the Wagner Corporation. The Chronicle write he's the face of Wagner's, and then in number 2, Dennis Wagner, they say he's the face of Wagner's. Well, they're both faces.
They're both faces of Wagner's. They're both involved in the airport, which is one of the best assets that anyone has ever given to this city.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking of other assets that were given. You look at stuff like Laurelbank Park. That was private property, 4.3 hectares of it, and it was donated to Toowoomba City to look after.
Yep.
The Cobb and Co Museum was private property and donated to the people of Queensland. So.
When I was reading through the list, and when they write about John, he is quoted as saying, "Build it, and they will come."
Mm.
And it's true. What we saw at the airport is amazing. So
Two A330s landed there yesterday.
Well, Luke was saying people were looking at the flight tracker going, A330s into Toowoomba. Yeah, what's going on? So
wait until they see an A380 come in. That'll be...
Number 3, John Wagner, chairman of Wagner's Corporation, and It's a Blokes thing. Number 2, Dennis Wagner, the director of Wagner's Corporation.
And the man himself, the man with the plan.
Number 1, Prince Paul, our own mayor of Toowoomba.
Councillor Paul Antonio, Mayor of Toowoomba Region Council.
The Chronicle call him a political machine.
He is a political machine. He's a political machine that I would love to have served under.
Yep.
However, I don't think I'm going to get my chance unless he sticks around another term after this one.
It is written that this is his last term. They've got it in as the number 1 there, his last term. So, and look, I think Paul's done some great work
In which
since
case,
taken over from Peter Taylor.
Yeah.
He's done some great work since.
So
2000.
Peter Taylor, and prior to that was Di Thorley.
That's right. She was a good man. I like.
She did a lot for the youth and young adults of the city. Peter Taylor was unfortunately the mayor that got the amalgamation badge slapped on him, and he was slapped out of council pretty quick.
Yep.
As were a lot of the councillors at the time in that election. That's where we got Paul Antonio as our mayor, and the city's all the better for it.
Yep.
But following on from Paul, maybe we'll see Jeff McDonald in that number 1 spot after the next election. So I'd certainly love to serve under Jeff. I think he'd be a great mayor of the city.
I have said
he's got the experience. He knows the role. He's worked in a number of capacities in council. So he's worked in tourism and events.
Yep.
He owns a business.
Yep.
And now he's doing the finance.
And he loves the city.
And he
the
loves
region.
the city.
He loves the region.
But not only does he love the city, he's genuine about loving the city. He gets up there and he says, "I'm here to serve the people on council."
Yep.
And he has done that since he was elected.
Yep. Doing some great work.
That's what he wants. He wants to serve as a councillor.
And I have said to him, "You will be mayor," and he's very humble when I say that.
He should be mayor.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens. Mate,
And Jeff, I want to work under you too.
Time's getting away. I'm going to have to hit the road. So, look, thanks for watching the Saturday edition. You did very well yesterday without me yesterday. I thought you were going to sack me. Thought you were going to just call it Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey. But it doesn't have quite the same ring.
No, it doesn't.
But, mate, I really think you should do a show.
Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and the Extra.
Ben's Bombshell, I think, would be good. I think that would be a good show for you to do on your own. So, righto. Enjoy the day. Enjoy Carnival, the last of it. Oh, the night thing up at Queen's Park, the night lights. I think that's still on. I might pop my head up there tonight and have a quick look.
Well, see, I know it was still cracking on well into the night last night.
Yeah.
I saw that a couple of our councillors were up there manning the information booth.
Right. Okay. I must get up there tonight and have a sticky beak. So, righto. Have a happy Saturday. Darryl Nicholson, more than just a postcode.
You're more than just a postcode?
I am. I'm more than just a postcode.
It's you making up for your shortness. He's got a tall head.
And that's Ben Apsey.
Yes, Darryl Nicholson from Toowoomba 4350 TV. And thank you for joining us with Good Morning Toowoomba, the special on Saturday. Remember to like and share us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. I'm Ben Apsey.
Take care.